Maria's alarm goes off at 6 a.m. sharp. She sighs and reaches for her phone. The screen is bright in the dark room. She hits the snooze button once, then twice. At 6:15 a.m., she finally sits up. Okay, she whispers to herself. Her room is quiet. She glances at her sleeping husband and daughter and tiptoes to the bathroom. She washes her face with cold water to wake up, brushes her teeth, and ties her hair into a quick bun. Looking in the mirror, she says softly, "One day at a time, Maria. You've got this." She puts on leggings, a long t-shirt, and fuzzy socks. Comfort first. In the kitchen, she opens the fridge and grabs some eggs, bread, and fruit. She starts making toast and boiling water for her favorite instant coffee. She hears small footsteps. Leo, her 6-year-old son, appears at the door, yawning and holding his toy truck. "Morning, Mama." "Good morning, my love. Did you sleep well?" Leo nods and sits at the kitchen table. "Can I have banana on toast?" "Of course," Maria smiles. A few minutes later, her husband Daniel comes in, still half asleep. He gives Maria a kiss on the forehead. "Thanks for breakfast," he says, grabbing a cup of coffee. "What's the plan today?" Maria takes a deep breath. Same as always. School drop-off, work, cleaning, maybe groceries. Daniel nods. "Let me know if you need help." At 7:30 a.m., Maria and Leo leave the apartment. She pushes Emily in the stroller, a blanket wrapped around her. The sky is cloudy but not cold. On the way, they pass neighbors and say hello. "Morning, Maria." "Hi, off to school?" "Yes, the usual," she replies with a smile. Leo skips beside her, talking nonstop. "Did you know whales sleep with one eye open?" Maria laughs. "Really? That's so weird." At school, she helps Leo hang up his backpack and gives him a quick hug. "Be kind, do your best." "I will," he shouts as he runs to the playground. Back home, Maria makes a second cup of coffee. Emily watches cartoons while playing with building blocks. Maria puts on a podcast and starts cleaning. She wipes down the counters. She sweeps the floors. She sorts the laundry by color. She takes out the recycling. She makes the beds. She stops for a moment, sits at the table, and checks her to-do list. School drop-off, dishes, client email, grocery run, schedule tomorrow's doctor appointment. "Still so much to do," she says, sipping her coffee. Emily walks over and gives her a stuffed toy. "For you, Mama." Maria smiles. "Thank you, sweet girl." At noon, Emily starts getting sleepy. Maria changes her diaper, reads a short story, and sings a lullaby. Emily finally falls asleep around 12:30 p.m. Maria opens her laptop and logs into her client's account. She answers emails, schedules social media posts, and writes short product descriptions. One message says, "Can we move our meeting to Friday?" She types back quickly, "Friday works great. Looking forward to it." The house is quiet. Maria focuses for a full hour. No distractions, no noise. This time is golden. After work, Maria puts on shoes and gets Emily into the stroller again. They walk to the small grocery store around the corner. Inside, she grabs the basics: whole wheat bread, plant milk, apples and bananas, rice, carrots and onions, soap and tissues. She tries to stay on budget. Do we really need cereal? She thinks. She skips it for now. At the checkout, Emily grabs a chocolate bar. "Only if you promise to share it with your brother," Maria says. Emily nods eagerly. At 3 p.m., Maria picks up Leo from school. He's holding a drawing. It's our family, he says. You're smiling. Maria melts. I love it, Leo. I'll put it on the fridge. Back at home, they all take off their shoes, wash their hands, and sit down for a snack. Leo eats apple slices and hummus. Emily munches on crackers. Then, homework. Maria sits with Leo and helps him with math. If I have 10 cookies and give away 3, how many are left? Leo frowns. 7. Exactly. Emily builds towers in the background and knocks them down, laughing. Maria starts dinner early. She chops vegetables while Leo sets the table. Daniel arrives home just in time. He hugs the kids and takes out the trash. Tonight's dinner is simple. Pasta with vegetables and garlic sauce. Everyone eats together. No phones, just conversation. What was the best part of your day? Maria asks. Leo says, drawing at school. Daniel says, coming home. Maria smiles. Mine too. After dinner, everyone helps clean. It's messy but fun. Emily hands plates to Daniel, pretending she's a chef. After baths and pajamas, the kids are finally in bed. Maria reads 1 story to Emily and 2 to Leo. She kisses their foreheads and turns off the light. Good night, Mama. Good night, babies. She walks back to the living room and flops onto the couch. Daniel hands her a cup of tea. You okay? I'm tired, she says, but yeah, I'm okay. They talk quietly, laugh about something silly Leo said, and watch half an episode of a show before turning it off. Maria checks her calendar for tomorrow, then puts her phone away. Maria climbs into bed. The house is quiet again. She lies on her back, stares at the ceiling, and thinks about the day. It wasn't perfect. The laundry is still unfolded. She forgot to call the doctor's office, and Emily didn't nap long enough. But her kids laughed. The bills are paid. Dinner was good. Her clients are happy. And she feels like herself, even for a moment. She whispers again, one day at a time. Then she closes her eyes and falls asleep.